Good morning, everyone. Curry College Chief Weather Forecaster Joe Shaka here, taking a look at the GEFS ensembles, day 0 through 5. You can see the warmth coming into the east. The cold will be leaving. Very cold weekend, though, relative to average in the eastern United States. We've got the storm that's heading out today. So here's what it looks like days 0 through 5. Days 5 through 10 look like this. And there we are. There's the real blowtorch, as you can see here. Almost the entire country is above average of some degree. Here is what it looks at 5,000 feet. Looks beautiful. Blowtorch, look at that, right over the Ohio Valley. Here is what the heights look like at 500 millibars. Big old ridge coming in. We got the trough in Western Canada. And what's coming out in here and what this is going to be a colossal severe weather outbreak next week. In the southern plains in the southeast U.S., it's going to be 10 to 25 inches of rain that falls in parts of the southeast. Arkansas, Mississippi, right here where my cursor is. This area seems to be the highest threat of some major flooding middle of next week as this trough gets to pull out. And this trough here continues to deepen in the western United States and western Canada as these heights continue to fall out here. So this is going to be a major pattern change and a very welcome pattern change for California. Again, 100 to maybe 350 inches of snow coming into the mountains here, and 10 to 30 inches of water coming into the valleys here of rainfall. So this is a very welcome sign in Western California. And again here, the trough coming into Alaska, that's going to cut down the warmth. And this whole pattern is going to reverse. So here's what it looks like temperature-wise, days 5 to 10 again. Then days 8 to 13 look like this. The 5,000-foot temperatures off the GFS continue to blowtorch the east. And here's what it looks like at 500 millibars. You can see here the ridge really starting to take hold in the Great Lakes to the northeast. Large-scale troughing in the west. Large-scale ridging in the east. Trough out here south of Greenland. And then ridge up here. And this is going to be a very interesting pattern, especially going forward. I want to go back here. And as we could take a look here, days 11 through 16. You can see here again, and this may be interesting in here, excuse me, have a cold here, but anyway, you can see here, if I love these mouse over things, but I hate them at the same time, because if you go too far up, and obviously you go over an hour, and it'll bring you to that hour, but I want to take a look here. This could be some interesting here. There could be some ridging in the western Canada and Alaska again, and you see that here in the heights. That this may be interesting, it may not be, I will figure that out, but I want to take a look still at the overall 850 temperatures, which are overall relatively warmer than average. So even though there may be some increasing the heights here in Western Canada, it's not like you have a massive block sitting up over there and also over the west. So what's different about this, if we do get the ridge over northwestern Canada, is that we're not going to have it stacked all the way from the west straight up. It's going to be stacked vertically and coming down like this instead of stacked like that. It's going to be a little bit more horizontal vertical height field that's coming. But here's what it looks like here. Again, I just talked about that. You can see here how you have a trough sitting out here instead of this big old ridge just ballooning itself from the desert southwest straight up. You have what here is you have a trough, you have the ridge, and then you have the higher ridge, the higher height field, and the thickness values all the way from Greenland. And really, anyway, all this here, the height field is higher, and that supports the higher and warmer than average temperatures, which I see here days 11 through 16. So this pretty much very nicely correlates with the pattern that's going on. And I think this is going to be a nice warm pattern for much of the country. I say the Rockies east through March and April through much of the spring. Taking a look, though, there is a downside to all this warmth, and that is a severe weather threat. I would just mention that a few moments ago. This is the day 4 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. You can see here the area they're highlighting 50% probabilities from South Dakota all the way down to Texas. Then day 5 looks like this. And this may be, again, a little changed and expanded of whatever, but you get the general idea. The plains in the southeast have to really watch. Middle of next week, there could be a major severe weather outbreak coming as that trough in the west is going to be trying to pull east, tapping all this very warm and humid air that's going to be coming up along here. And then day 6 and day 7, there probably will be some further extent to this and later outlooks further east. But the overall pattern, again, very warm for much of the 2/3 of the country and very much needed rainfall for parts of the west. Thank you for watching.